Mark, now we're live.
Yeah.
Instagram and Twitter at CornerPub Sports. Check out CornerPubSports.com. You can also join the conversation by texting 267-277-3406.
I told him, dude.
Hold on, sit back, and enjoy the show. Welcome to the pub.
Hey, this is Jason Martinez from 97.5 The Fanatic and the Chicken House Podcast. And you're listening to the Drop the Radio Podcast.
Did you do your top 10 receivers of the decade?
Yeah.
So what's a different version of this?
This is different. I missed the intro.
Yo, what is up, everybody? We're at Corner Pub Sports coming at you here live on YouTube and, of course, on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Satchel, and more. We thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in. First show of 2020, baby.
Happy New Year, everybody.
2020.
Yes, sir. It's the Roaring 20s again.
Welcome, everybody. It's the Roaring 20s.
We're all going to start wearing fucking suits and top hats.
I already fucked up. I guarantee you next year will be a better year.
That's true.
Yeah, 2021's my
2021
year.
will be your year, yeah. So, welcome everybody to 2020 version of Corner Pub Sports. It's gonna be a little different. We got a little bit.
It's
Yeah,
still
we
going
gotta
to
change
be
it up a little bit.
still gonna be fucked up though. Like that's not going away.
No, I mean it's it's still
There's
us.
nothing's gonna change for that. Tonight we're gonna introduce a new game. So we're not gonna do SSCS every week. Instead, we got something else planned every week. Per month, we have something else, different. So this week,
we're switching up to make it more viewer friendly.
yeah,
because that's our number one concern. Because we want to make sure that the Mark is happy.
Well, we have 3. We want to get 6.
Yeah, straight up.
and after 6 comes 9.
A 369.
And that is a magic
Monkey to the
number.
back of on the street code line. The line broke. The monkey got choked, and they all went to heaven in a little rowboat. Clap, clap.
Where did you come up with this shit? Like, who'd you steal that from? For real.
That's early 80s, bro.
Well, speaking of early 80s, we're going to introduce a thing tonight. It's called Corner Pub Jukebox. So during this year, we're going to go through the past 50 years of music, rock, pop, rap, you name it, jazz, whatever. And we're going to go through each year for the next 50 weeks, pretty much, and talk about it. And
We're going to start in 1970, go to 2020, and we're going to do a year a week.
It's
So it's gonna be
it's the
60.
top 10 for every year.
No, that's 50, right? Never mind.
And every decade is going to produce a prize for the listener. So there's going to be a certain sequence in each decade. There's going to be a certain question we're going to ask about each decade. So you have to listen to the show to know. And if you get that question right, you're going to win a prize from the show. So we'll produce the question on Facebook and Twitter and on the show. So that way we open it to everybody.
So pay attention. It could be 10 weeks before the question is asked.
Exactly, because it's 10 weeks per decade.
Right.
Because there's 10 years in a fucking decade, you fucks.
You see what happens here. What happens here is he was the best quarterback in the past 10 years. So that means he played better than anybody in the past 10 years.
Sounds like Sarge.
Thanks, Booger.
Yeah, thanks, Booger. That's right. Thank you, Booger McFarlane. So we have that, and we also have a game called Yo Philly, and we're going to introduce it tonight.
Hey, yo, Philly.
And shoot,
Yeah.
shots will be
Yeah.
shots will be
Shots be flown.
are they going to be flown?
I hope not.
We'll
Fuck
see.
that.
We'll see.
If we know our history and we love Philly sports as much as we all claim, there shouldn't be any shots.
Well, if we're doing shots, I'll lose on purpose.
Oh, that's where it happens. That's where it happens.
Well, let's go at it, because here's part of our new structure for this year and going forward. We're going to start off with the hottest topic, because that's what most shows
Great
do.
stuff.
We never did, because we always we'll save the best for last.
Yeah, we
like
try to build up into
like a bunch of fucking idiots.
I think the reason that we saved it was because we just knew that we would never get on to another topic.
That's a big
That's
part of
also
it.
true, but we'll
Well,
make sure we
look
don't.
at the positive. There's podcasts that just don't last. How many times have we been on the panel?
It's
Yeah.
5 years.
See,
5 fucking years. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years. 5 years. How
That's
many?
5. That's
Five.
if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, then you get the 5, and you put 5 fingers up. That's 5.
That's a
That's-
deuce plus one, motherfucker.
Like, straight up. That's your point of the week, courtesy of Booger.
So let's get at it. The hottest story right now in the city of Philadelphia.
E-A-G-L-E-S
Eagles! Your Philadelphia Eagles.
Playoff bound.
Yes,
Who's
Man.
a game?
yes, sir.
So
What
2
was-
weeks. 2 weeks ago.
What was those stats with Carson Wentz?
Oh, I got him. I got him right here.
What are they?
I got him right here. I got the stats for Carson Wentz. So let me talk about the.
It's all about the matchup. I mean, like going into this game, this is huge.
Seattle and the Eagles. Seattle
Right,
Seahawks, Eagles.
Like the way Seattle lost that game last week, it causes them to not only not have a home game, but they had a chance at the 2 seed if they win that game.
I don't think that they could have. I think they would have ended up 3, believe it or not.
No. They would have the 49ers. They would have won the
If they
division.
beat the
Right.
49ers, they're
If they beat the-
division leaders.
No,
Yeah.
no. Because
That game was for
but the
the division.
Packers and the Saints would have still finished with a better record.
So they would have finished third.
Right.
All right,
Right.
so-
Yeah.
All
There
right.
was something that happened. Like it was
Okay.
weird. Like
They would have won. They would have won.
Like
the
if they
division.
would have won the game, the
They would've
whole
been
top 4 would have got twisted around.
yeah, it was weird.
Okay.
Like
Right.
New Orleans is 3 because San
But
Francisco.
they would have ended up
1.
they would have ended up 1 if San
So
Francisco
they would have
lost.
leapfrogged
Okay,
based off of I guess.
And then the
some
Saints
weird-
would have ended up 2, and then it would have been
because some conference record.
Right,
thing.
right.
Okay, so they would have came up 3. They wouldn't have gotten a bye, but they still would have been division.
they would have been home though.
They would have
And they would
been.
have
They would have been
Minnesota.
home.
Who gives a fuck? They're coming to
Yeah.
the
Right, that's
the
what
Eagles.
Garrett, that's my point though. Like that, them losing that game the way they did.
Huge.
And we
They
would've-
don't. So now they're not home with that 12th man, and
We
they have
would've
to
been
travel
home
across the country. We would have
against the
been home
49ers.
against the 49ers.
Oof.
So now they have to travel across the country, and they don't have that strength of the 12th man.
You want his stats?
Yes, I
You
do.
want his? You
I
want?
do.
You want a Carson Wentz
I
stats?
do.
You want his stats?
Yes.
Carson Wentz has the most completions by an Eagles quarterback in a season, the most passing yards by an Eagles quarterback this season.
He also has the most passing yards in NFL history without a receiver that went to 500 yards.
There it is.
Yeah.
The only quarterback to pass for 4,000 yards without a 500-yard
That's
receiver.
insane.
Yeah.
No Alshon, no Aguilar, no Deshaun, and he did it without Ertz last week.
How many straight games?
We
with
can talk
touchdown
about this
pass?
later, but
How about that? Dude, how
Yeah.
about that?
that's
So
crazy.
for
What was the
those who
question?
want to question Carson Wentz,
How many straight games with a touchdown pass?
Oh, yeah.
19.
Yep.
Actually, here's the crazy thing. So I talked to Ed Kratz. I said, wow, so he now is the active leader in touchdown pass games, consecutive
Right.
games, touchdown pass. He said, yes, he is, because Russell Wilson had a game 2 games ago where he didn't throw one. So he's got 19.
But
However-
he's not clutch.
However,
He's not our guy.
that's not Carson Wentz's longest streak.
No, it's not.
21 games.
Yeah, it's his
is
rookie
Carson-
year in the 2017.
21 games.
Also,
What a touchdown pass.
he's the first Eagles quarterback in history to throw a touchdown pass in every regular
Every single
season game.
yeah,
And he's the first Eagles quarterback to play 16 games in 11 years.
Yes. Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vic Foles. That's the other thing.
Kevin
Like this.
Cobb,
Yeah. Look,
McNabb.
and I don't want to turn this into a Foles first Wentz thing.
That's not even an issue anymore.
It's
That's done.
right. I mean, it was done from day one. It was.
I hate that it became that.
Right, but Foles has never played a complete. So that's another thing Wentz has on him. Foles has never played a complete season in his whole career.
Because he can't.
Right, Wentz just did it.
Yes.
Wentz did it his rookie year.
Yes.
They're already
So-
trying. I mean, look,
2 years.
again, I don't want to get into this, but Jacksonville's already trying to figure out how to get out from under.
They
the
are.
contract that
The
they got.
$80 million contract.
I think he still has guaranteed money left on
Yeah, I
it.
mean,
Sure
it's
does.
probably a shit
So he
ton of
has to be
money.
there.
He's going to be there next year. But anyway,
They're going to try and trade him and a they're going to try and do the same thing that
Like the Bradford type thing.
Osweiler or like the
Yeah.
where they
We'll eat the
traded-
money, just get them out of here.
Yeah, give you a draft pick to eat the money.
Right.
Right.
But that's not even the issue.
Right,
That's
no,
not
no,
the
get
topic
back-
that we're at.
Right, let's get back to the Eagles.
Who
Get it back to him.
in the NFL? Who would want to play this team?
I wouldn't want to play them right now,
Who would want to?
especially in this building.
Here, so this is why you have to root for Minnesota. If Minnesota wins
2 rounds.
They get Minnesota at home next week.
No.
in championship game,
And the change, right? They're on the road next week,
Right.
regardless.
there's two
Right.
teams. Really, there's 2 teams that would win out, and they would host because the Eagles are 4 seeds.
Right.
So, so you see what happens. But you got to root for Minnesota to win this week.
The-
To knock off the Saints because the Saints are a very formidable team, man.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the Saints. To me, that's my NFC team.
See that
Yeah.
I mean, that's
You agree?
we may be
Okay,
getting a
Saints
little we may be getting a little ahead of ourselves, but
Oh, absolutely.
I'm completely against that premise. The feeling of this team right now is most people feel they're going to win Sunday,
Mhm.
and then they're done.
I actually
I
I-
disagree. I
Okay.
think it's not that I'm not saying they're going to San Fran, they're going wherever they wind up going, they're going to Green Bay. I'm not saying they go in there and
That's
that changes things.
that's
yeah,
the big.
that's helpful.
You change things,
Right. Exactly. So, like, it's not 100% they're just done.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's
Things
Besides the Patriots, who's more playoff tested than the Eagles right now?
change. right now,
Saints.
and that's
The Saints.
The Saints are.
Right.
Minnesota's been in.
Minnesota's been there 3
Kirk
years. in a row.
Cousins hasn't been there, though.
No, but Minnesota has been. And this,
Well,
but the
neither is
Sa-
Carson Wentz.
But in that NFC, the Saints, Seattle has been. Yeah, Russell Wilson's been there. And the
What
Chiefs
has
have-
Seattle done in the
And
playoffs
the
since they lost that Super Bowl?
The Chiefs have too.
Yeah.
The
All
Chiefs
right,
have
all right.
too. Andy Reid obviously has. Mahomes 2 years.
Yeah,
Houston, they always lose in the first round, but Houston's been there
Houston
every
has
damn
been
year.
too, but Houston's not going to. Yeah. Well, we'll get to it in a second. 'cause-
Yeah, we're starting to go.
Yeah.
and-
Anyway, you know what? But I'm playing devil's advocate on this one, and I'm probably showing my hand a little bit. But the Eagles beat 3 bad teams, or 2 bad teams, 3 weeks, and
And the other
then
team
the other team, and the other team that finished 500 and was a total mess. Talented, but a mess.
Right. So you're saying let's not just suck their cocks just yet, right?
Well, that's kind of my point. That
Yeah.
everybody else, like we 4 weeks ago after they lost to Miami, we thought this was one of the worst teams in football, and they beat 3 bad teams, and now they're the team nobody wants to play. I don't know. I don't get it.
right.
I'm sorry. I just
No, I hear
you
that
on
point, but just with the Seattle game, what has Seattle done the past 3 weeks?
yeah.
They lost to Arizona. They
Seattle's-
lost on a boneheaded play to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And what the game before the Arizona game, Seattle's averaging 13 points a game their past 3 games.
Mhm.
They've fallen off. I mean, Wilson's fallen off a little bit
So
too.
basically, what Mike is saying this. That's what Mike's trying to say.
Right.
Well,
You know, they lost.
that's a
them
valid
losing-
point.
Them
It
losing
is.
Carson was huge. I think that changed their team because I don't think that they have a running back that's even close to what Carson was doing.
I'm not worried about Marshawn Lynch.
No.
Not at all.
Well, right. I mean, he's gonna be a 1 yard.
I was heading
ground
to
and
Philly
pound.
the whole time.
So we're just going to go at it. Seattle, Eagles. Let's
Yeah.
just break down the
Let's
matchup.
just do it.
Let's just do it. That's fine.
You want to start the other ones first?
No, we'll finish up with that. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're talking Eagles,
Sure.
and let's just
And then
do it.
are we
because
doing?
this is-
And before we end the football, are we going to talk the top 10?
Yeah, I got
wide
that.
receivers?
I got that here. Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
It's in there.
So
God, this better.
Eagles win 4 in a row. Seattle lost 3 out of 4.
Anybody see Ryan totally miss his cup?
Yeah, he did.
He fucking
No,
missed his cup.
it's on YouTube, maybe. It might not be on.
Yeah, I think it was off.
If that cup was pussy, do you miss that?
Fuck no. Even if it was a butthole,
That's all right.
or even if it was your dog.
I fell down
I'd
the
be
steps.
fuck-
New Year's Eve, I fell down the steps.
Did you? You
Did
fell
you?
down steps New Year's Eve?
Were you drunk and fell down the steps, Mike?
No, actually, it wasn't even falling down the steps. I just wasn't paying attention and missed the last step. No,
No,
it wasn't even a slide. I missed the last step. And I thought I was on the last step, but I was on the second to last step, and I planted and
Oh my
Oh,
God!
fuck.
I've done it. I've
dropped
done
my
it.
knee.
I've done it.
got to my knee, hit the gate, wrecked my fucking drywall. It was a mess.
I've
Yeah,
done it.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm
No,
all right. Yeah,
drywall?
yeah.
I don't want Garrett. I don't want this to come off as I'm insulting you, but we were at a family
No,
party.
no, Gad.
All right, it was my niece's christening, and it was on the second floor of the hall. And Gary decided that he's going to go toe to toe with my uncle at the bar,
I lost.
and he lost. Anybody would. Anybody would.
Yeah.
You are not beating my uncle. You tried going toe to toe drinking, right? So he tried. So now I'm trying to get him home, and he falls down the flight of steps, right? So as you get to the bottom of the flight of steps, it's kind of like the bottom of showing steps here, but where you would come into the basement, there's a door. So he's fucking, and anytime I think about it, I think of Chris Farley and Tommy Boy when he's stuck in the airplane bathroom, and he's.
Is that a true story, Gary?
Yeah.
He was wrecked.
Damn.
My mom was in the hospital. We almost lost her.
Yeah, that was a very emotional time.
Because you fought your uncle?
No,
Oh, all right.
that's where I let loose.
So we me and my dad get him home, and we put him on the couch.
Did you
my
keep a
dad-
chain on her, or did I keep a chain on her?
What the fuck?
She's all right. She's alive.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny joke about it now.
I'm still alive. Stay alive. Stay
Yeah, I'm
alive.
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm still standing.
All right, so we get him home.
Yeah.
I'm still standing. Yeah.
So we get him home. We put him on the couch, right?
Fuck.
So I'm going back to the party with my dad because my dad's the
Oh, yeah,
designated
yeah,
driver,
right.
right?
Right.
Yeah, as I'm dragging him and putting him in the house. Oh, you better, right? So we put him on the couch. Go back to the party, take people home. It's like an hour or so. So we get back to the house. He made it about 10 feet. He's now laying in front of the steps to go upstairs
Pile vomit.
with a pile of vomit
Oh, God.
next to him.
Oh, God.
Yo, my dad goes to get upstairs. My dad steps over him like Allen Iverson on Tehran Lou and says, "Good night."
Oh.
Yo, so the next morning,
Oh, dude. I went to work at it the next
the next morning he's scrubbing the carpet, right?
Yeah.
So as he's down on his hands and knees, he's
Oh, you're so happy. Oh, man.
no, it was the smell of vomit that was making him gag.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I was fucking ripped.
God.
Yo, bro, me and Uncle Dennis drank a fucking fifth.
Oh.
Uncle Dennis drank the fifth.
Jameson.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, guess what? You're drinking tonight.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so we predictions.
Well, let's
Oh,
get back.
yeah?
Let's,
How we get to
hold on,
that
not yet,
fucking
not yet.
story?
I don't
Oh
know.
no.
All right, we're talking about. I don't know. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I went to make a drink. All I put in it was rum.
That's right.
That's how we got to that story.
Because your brother forgot that couldn't find the hole with the
That's
ice.
how we got the story.
See, he's the jerk off and trying to make me the jerk off.
Yep.
Call me out. I'm trying to quit.
Yeah. Me looking at
Look at
me,
me.
talking about me.
Yeah.
So, Eagles. Let's break down the game, man. You're home. That's advantage Eagles,
That's
right?
that's another stat we didn't mention. Since 2016, Jim Schwartz and Doug Peterson here, the Eagles are number one in the league at home at 16 points a game allowed.
And what else? What was that third
The
down
Eagles, the Eagles defense is number one in the league at home in 3 and outs.
Yeah. That's pretty solid.
That's very impressive.
Yep.
That's big.
So, and the Jalen Mills has come back. He's adamant. He said, "I'm playing in this game." So Jalen Mills is playing.
I mean,
That's a big deal.
Jalen Mills, say
LeBlanc,
what
you
you,
have
say
LeBlanc.
what you want about Mills. Bottom line, he's a guy that believes he can go out there and play, so he's going to compete.
right,
That's
Right.
what makes him better than Dark.
right. He believes he's the best.
Right.
Option.
He's not
He is inside the 20.
inside the 20, but he's not the best cornerback on his team.
No, he's not.
He's not. One of the young guys are. Yes, honestly,
That Cravon looked
Darby
fine.
should be.
he should be.
Fucking.
But honestly, when healthy, the best cornerback on the team is probably Caravion LeBlanc.
Yes.
Oh my god. He's come up big, but so did Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox has made big plays.
How
The
about
two that made big plays in the Giants game. I'm
Sidney
not denying
Jones?
it. But Sidney Jones made a
Sidney
big play
Jones.
against the Cowboys. So I'm not going to go there. I'm going to say that I feel a lot better with Jalen Mills going out there than LeBron.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, a veteran. Right, definitely.
So you're going up, Eagles secondary. You're going to get DK Metcalf, good Eagles,
Yes.
and David Moore, right? David
Tyler
Moore
Lockett.
Well, Metcalf's banged up, Sean.
and Tyler Lockett.
Lockett's fallen off a cliff for them, man. He's done
Matt-
nothing.
Yeah.
Metcalf's banged up.
You
He
know,
is.
You know what scares me is Hollister.
Austin. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hollister scares me.
Okay.
He's a hell of a tight end. Luke Wilson's too. They still have two, right?
Yeah.
But Hollister has come up big. In
So
the last few weeks.
no fear from Marshawn Lynch at all.
I'm not worried
I
about
have
it.
no
None.
fear. As
None.
far as the running game goes, the Eagles have been
He might steal a touchdown, but
Eagles
Right,
are
like-
fourth in the league against the run, or third in the league against
Third.
the run all year. Now, look, they gave up a long run against Saquon last week.
It's Saquon Barkley.
That's Saquon.
Like
yeah, but
you-
not only that, he had the one long run, and the rest of the
And
game
that was
it.
they stopped him for losses.
Dude,
Right, like
He
a
was-
stud running back like that, he's going to get one or two.
He was 5 yards or less the entire game,
Right,
except for that one 70-yard run,
Right.
and that run hurt them.
Right, he had
Dude, I'll
trouble
tell you
getting
what.
past the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Dude, he waved to them.
yeah,
He's like, peace. As he turned the corner, I'm like, oh, fuck, he's gone.
I was,
and that kind of
I
had
was
a,
hoping to go to Philly the whole time.
but that kind of had a reverse effect momentum wise.
Oh yeah, they,
Like
they
you-
shut down after that.
But the Eagles just immediately stole the
I
momentum
wasn't
back.
completely worried about that.
I was like,
When
oh
he did
shit,
it, I'm like-
but
I'm
I
like,
wasn't
He
scared.
tied it up.
Right,
It's like, all right, he tied it up. He didn't take the lead. We still have this. And then we go, I guess we got 3 and out, or we might have got first down, whatever. And then they got the ball and,
right.
fumbled it. And that was, it was
Right.
like, all right, this is it. This is the game.
The game really went the way we all felt like it was going to be a lot harder than it needed to be. But as the game goes on, the Eagles are going to pull away.
Which made
Yeah.
sense. So it's a division game.
Right.
Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. He's
Yeah.
going to be a good quarterback.
The
in this
Giants
league.
got a quarterback.
Yes, they do.
It depends on what they build around him.
Well, you have a running back, and
You've got two decent receivers.
Slayton's a good receiver.
Yeah,
man.
and their offensive line is better. Like you got to remember 3 years ago where their offensive line was.
Yeah.
It's got, like they're drafting well. The Giants got a bright future, dude.
All right,
It's just
well,
a matter if they hire the right coach.
Let's not get past the Eagles.
Right.
yeah, I mean, let's
So-
talk about the Giants.
So what I want to do with the Eagles, I want us all to go around and we're all going to pick a player that we feel has been an exceptional player in the entire year.
The
For
year,
the
or who's
Eagles.
going to make an impact this week?
Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we're talking about
whatever.
this week's game.
Right,
You want
yeah.
to go another direction?
I'm sorry,
What the
bro.
fuck?
I'm sorry. Alcohol. You know what I mean?
All right, let's do that though. The player we
All right.
feel is going to have a major impact this
Why don't we
week.
do
Yes.
that? All right. Good. All right.
You
go.
want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. I have mine.
Matt Pryor.
Huh.
okay.
I don't think Lane Johnson plays.
Yeah, I talked to Ed Kratz today.
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna play this
He
game.
feels
Right.
he's in a lot of pain. He's
Right.
not gonna play.
He looked terrible yesterday. He didn't
Right.
practice today.
Yeah, I don't think he plays.
We all know that Brandon Brooks is out. So you're gonna have Vitae at right tackle, and you're gonna have Matt Pryor playing the right guard. When he came in last week, he played decent. This is obviously a better line. There's one guy in particular you got to worry about, but Clowney's really done nothing this year. He's got this core injury he's worried about. He's been dealing with all year. He's got 3 sacks.
Yeah.
If the Eagles draft any position well, it's offensive line.
Polsky
And
said impact players are 3 guys from Wawa to show up to play with Wentz.
Straight up. But I'm looking at Matt Pryor to be the biggest impact on the game.
See, and here's the thing, and this is, I know we're getting off subject, and we could talk about this another time, but Clowney has 3 sacks, and this is the guy that everybody was
2 of
like,
them are the same. One one game.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that everybody was like clamoring about. Like, you have to give up the fun. I don't care what you have to give
Nah.
up. Just get him. Just get him.
Right.
I was like that, but then you guys, like, I didn't realize exactly what he was. All I'm looking about is a valid pass rusher. But when you look into really who he is, apparently he's a cancer. Apparently he doesn't like to practice. He fake his illnesses
stretches out
so
here.
he doesn't have to
Right.
so he doesn't have to practice.
Yeah.
And bottom line, his career high in a year in sacks is 8.
Right.
I'll take Brandon Graham
As the
over
number
that.
one, as the number one pick.
Right.
Yeah. And then
What about that Brandon Graham? What was
Okay,
that? What
so
was that stat? What was
per-
that again?
Per Football Focus.
What? Per who?
Per Football Focus. Highest rated pass
Who's
rusher.
that?
Go ahead.
You gonna shut up? Highest rated pass rush. Highest rated pass rushers over the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1's Von Miller. Number 2, Khalil Mack. Number 3, Brandon Graham.
Is that not great company to be with?
That's-
Awesome.
yeah, that's pretty
And
impressive.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's in the backfield all the fucking time. He's constantly. Now he doesn't always have the number.
No,
but
he's always disrupting
dude,
shit.
when
Though.
you need a big play,
He's always the one that comes up.
he comes through.
It's
He
not-
does.
And it's not just his athleticism; his whole personality. He's just
Oh, he's such
He's
a
a
likable
decent
guy,
guy.
man.
Doesn't he? In like
is he
civilized
not a guy
Philly?
you want to sit down and drink with?
But isn't he like perfect? His personality to play in this city.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the 3rd rated pass rusher over the past 10 years.
So how about you, Mike? You're
Oh yeah,
impact player?
you're impact player for this game, and then we'll do predictions. All right. All right.
I guess I'm going.
Wentz unincluded, right? You can't.
Yeah,
do-
it's too obvious.
It's too obvious. You can't do Wentz.
I don't know if Sanders plays. I guess I'm going Dallas Goddard.
There you go.
That was gonna be mine. I'll think of another one.
Uh,
That was gonna be mine. Goddard's gonna be mine.
my solid player. He's been solid for the past 2 years. Hasn't missed a game.
That's
He's
my
always
next one.
there. Malcolm Jenkins.
All right.
That's my impact player.
So you think he's going to be the one that's going to
He
make a play
yeah,
this game? He's going
yes.
to be big. Okay.
He's going to make a play that changes the momentum of the
I
game.
got another stat on him that I heard last night. Apparently, he gave a huge.
Fucking Ian Rappaport over here.
Right, but he gave a huge like speech to the team. He gave a huge speech to the team, and he referenced his first playoff game where they won. They beat the Lions when he was with the Saints, but he played terrible. He made 2 huge bad plays that led to touchdowns for the Lions.
Right.
And basically, he said this is the same thing. The fandom's a lot louder. The stadium's going to be more intense. It's still football. Let it come to you. Don't go out there trying to force a big play.
Right.
Just let the game come to you.
Don't over-evaluate.
Right.
Just
When it's
play.
time to make a play, make a play.
All right.
But the other thing about him, he's the only active player in the NFL.
Aside from Patriots player.
No. The only active player in the NFL to have 2 rings with 2 different teams, and one of them teams not being the Patriots.
Okay.
Wow.
That's what it is.
That's
Okay.
fucking insane. Like that. What's that say about the Patriots? Like honestly,
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Ian, thanks for those facts, bro. We appreciate it.
that joke was funny 5 minutes ago.
It's so funny. I don't care what anyone says. It's fucking funny.
That's fucking funny.
That's fucking no. You asked a question. You walked away from. All right, I'll give mine. Oh, you gave yours. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You took Goddard. You took Jenkins.
Who's this shit back to?
I was
Matt Pryor.
Matt Pryor. All right, I got to go with this. I got to go with Fletcher Cox.
Mhm.
I was going to go with Greg Ward.
I thought about Greg Ward.
Yeah, I thought it was
So
Greg
did
Ward. 'Cause I think he might be the sneaky play. I'm going to go with Fletcher Cox. I think Cox is finally what's up?
He said Cox.
I think Cox is finally home. He's been hurt.
He's
right?
finally got a full Cox.
Yeah, he's finally
Healthy
Cox.
Cox.
Cox is finally 100%.
It's finally a healthy Cox.
right. He's yeah, please. I'll do the ground, please. It's up here. I need
He
it.
needs a glass.
Yeah, I need a class.
Why don't you just do your impact player and like Gary do his
There he
thing?
goes. I got it. There he goes. Fletcher Cox. Done. All right. Move on. I'll pour my own fucking beer.
What do you mean?
Sit
Look
down
at
your
that.
fucking.
Look at that fucking poor, bro.
Jesus Christ. I just think
Oh,
that he's,
Jesus Christ.
because you got to stop the running game. Who's more important?
It's Fletcher Cox. Yeah.
And
It's
if he disrupts inside
right. It's
and forces Wilson outside, which isn't a good thing, but if he can force him and the Eagles prepare for that,
right, and it's not like I don't know. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but
It's disruptive.
right, but it's
Wilson's
not.
not the same.
It's
as
not
he
a
was 5 years ago.
No, he's not. It's not a coincidence that as the Eagles, like, no matter who they played, like we talked about that earlier, Mike, but no matter who they played the last 4 weeks, they were playing playoff games.
Mm-hmm. They were.
And it's not a coincidence that during them playoff games, your $100 million tackle played the best he's played all season.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I agree.
when it's money time, like, I agree with you, Sean. It looks like he's completely healthy at this point.
He's playing lights out, man.
And that's part of another reason why, like, I would not want to play this team right now. I wouldn't.
A-G-L-E-S,
Eagles! All right, so predictions. Let's go.
Scores.
Let's do predictions, and then we'll talk about some other shit with the Eagles too.
Who's for
Go ahead.
me?
Yeah.
All right.
I got mine.
For the first time in a long time this season, I love the Eagles this week.
Wow, bro.
I really do.
And it's been a season. It's been a tough, long going season. My brother has been on this team and critical of this team the entire season.
Playoffs are a different animal, man.
Yes,
they are.
Wipe away.
yes.
Hold on. Before you even wipe away everything.
Right. This is
Wipe away
Wipe
them
away
being
the regular
9-7.
season. It doesn't matter if they're
Doesn't
11-5
matter.
and we're
Doesn't
9-7. None of that fucking matters. It doesn't matter the Patriots won 12 games. Doesn't
Doesn't
matter the
matter.
49ers won 13 games. None of that fucking
None.
matters.
Doesn't matter what you did in the regular season
Out
anymore.
the window.
Right. The Eagles should have beat this team in, what was it, week 13?
It was it was like before Thanksgiving.
Right,
Week
yeah.
before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so the Eagles should have beat this team then, minus the 5 turnovers. They would have. Wentz has had the fumbling problems. It seems over the past 2 games, he's become very conscious of it. He's not holding on to the ball. If the play's not there, he's getting rid of it. Wentz has grown so much, like above and beyond. Like, this season might be more impressive with Carson Wentz than 2017 was.
Wow.
Because he,
I know. I've heard a lot about that.
like, 2017 was pure talent. Like,
it
all
might-
you seen
it
was
might-
talent.
It might be, dude.
This year,
You might be right.
you seen him
He's
become
making a good
the
point.
leader of this team and throw this team should not be where they're at.
No.
They're where they're at because Carson Wentz put the team on his back and said, "Let's go, boys."
6 weeks ago, we were all like,
Right.
what the fuck is
Right.
with this guy?
So I absolutely love the Eagles this week. I do believe it's a close game because that's what Seattle does.
Yes.
But I believe the Eagles pull away, and then before you know it, you look up in the middle of the fourth quarter, and they're up 31-20, and that's the final.
Oh. Wow.
31-20.
That's a
Wow.
big deficit. All right, Mike. Your
All right, Mike.
turn, bro.
So, I mean, I kind of tip my cap to it a little bit. I am not as it's a weird game for me. Seattle's 11-5, so they definitely have them on the record. They played San Fran tough, the top seed, last week, and really without their coach being an idiot, probably win that game.
Mm-hmm. Which he does that in big games.
Right.
Okay.
Well, he's done.
He's,
Look at the
he's
Super Bowl.
he's chewing gum and running up and down the sideline.
Mike and I know that too well.
Yep. Seattle's injured, like the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
losing Carson. They got a lot of guys. I mean,
No
these are
running game.
these two are the two teams. They're not great against the run. The weather's not going to be great. Those things all lead me to the Eagles, but just I don't know. I think I still think that Seattle's probably the better team. The wide receivers versus our secondary worries me. I think that they just have a little bit better, not defensive line, but just something about this. I just think that Seattle's still the better team. They win 27-24.
Fuck.
No, I'll.
And you can boo me. It's all
You
right.
know what, Mike? I'm going to bounce off of that, Mike.
That's all I got. Mike.
All right.
That's the first one I came to with that. Is that not the best though? I'm never getting rid of that sound clip.
I'm going to bounce off of that, Mike. I think.
Yes, you would, you fat bitch.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
I like the grit and the admiration that the Eagles are
What the
showing.
fuck is going on here?
But
These two.
I personally think that it's the Eagles have won 4 games in a row. It's tough to win 5 games in a row. So I'm going to take Seattle.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to
The biggest homer I've ever fucking met takes Seattle this week.
I'm going to take Seattle 27-24.
Oh, why don't you guys just the same fucking score? What did you guys write each other love letters before the game? Fuck that.
Sean, save me. Like, what the
that.
fuck?
You're at home.
I'm
I don't care about the 11-5 versus 9-7 means nothing. The fact that the Eagles won 4 in a row leading to this means nothing.
It does
The
mean stuff, bro.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't. The playoffs are a clean slate
Bro,
for
I'm not saying I don't want the Birds to win.
I'm saying this to the audience, not you. I'm looking at you. I'm
I do want the Birds to win.
I'm looking at you, but I'm saying this in general. The playoffs are a clean slate for everybody. Now, certain teams are better than other teams, right? Now, if this is the 49ers, even here, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe next week I'll feel different because I do think they will be playing next week. And I picked the Eagles 31-27. I think the Eagles win. And I just say this because the Eagles should have won last time. Eagles weren't scoring points.
Right.
They were in the midst of that. Alshon was kind of healthy, and Aguilar was kind of healthy.
Aguilar, that like it's
I
not.
don't get
That's
it.
another
All
thing.
that
That's
shit.
I
not.
don't get that.
It's
I don't
not.
get
I
the
hate that to
Eagles.
like cut you off, but it's
No.
also not a
That's
coincidence
a bad spot.
that
here.
this team has played a lot better since Nelson Aguilar hasn't been in the lineup. That dude's a fucking cancer.
Polsky said 28-26, Eagles beat the Hawks. It's going to be a tight scrapper.
So wait a second.
So I'm
Like,
saying 4
why-
points. Polsky's saying 2. You said 4.
Like it's close.
Oh, you said 11, but they
Right, like
blow it
it's
out.
close.
I see
Like
that.
as the game goes
I
on,
actually
the Eagles fall away.
I actually more side with you. I think I picked 5 points or 4 points, whatever. I think it is a lot. Like the score isn't as close as the game is.
Right, yeah.
I think there's like something happens at the
A
end.
turnover or something, they get a late touchdown.
Russell Wilson's a great quarterback. I'm not taking anything away from him.
I think Wilson's still better. I still give Wilson the nod over Wentz right now.
That's fine, but it's gonna be a one-dimensional game where the Eagles don't have that.
It depends on, well, I mean, if Sanders.
Is anyone work?
All right,
I understand
but
plays or
if
not.
Miles Sanders doesn't play, Jordan Howard.
Boston Scott's been fucking
Lights
Darren
out.
Sproles light, dude. He's been awesome.
Yo, you see the
They
meme?
have nothing.
Did you see the meme? It was Yoda,
Oh yeah.
old Yoda,
Yeah.
and then it was baby Yoda, and it was Darren Sproles passing the torch to
pretty
Boston
funny.
Scott.
Awesome. All right, well,
Well, you know,
The other
Our-
stat that we're talking all the positive stats.
our opinions are opinions. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't mean we don't want our Birds to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
God,
what
we're not
say.
questioning your
I'm
fandom,
not
man.
taking it.
I'm just
I'm not
saying.
taking it personal. I hear
It's just like I love you and I understand that, but you're the biggest homer I have ever
I'm
met.
not-
I can't believe you're taking the Seahawks here.
You can believe me because I'm.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that you are. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
If we were in Seattle, I might
The
feel
Seattle all day.
I might feel different, but we're here. That gives me a 3-point edge, and I just think that the Eagles should have beat them last time, and I think the last time the Eagles played the Seattle Seahawks, Eagles are a better team now than what Seattle was then.
And you know, for like me personally, I remember saying after that Seattle game, I hope we see them again. They're not going to beat us again.
you
They
did.
are not going to
You
beat
know
us
what?
again in this stadium.
You did say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
They're
You
not
did
going
say
to beat us again in this
I
stadium.
agree. They're not beating us twice.
So-
Not in this stadium.
No.
When they beat us, Ryan said, if we see them
Cheers to
in the
that
playoffs,
motherfucker. I remember that. I remember that time. I'm like, and I was pissed. I'm like,
if we see them
I
in the
agree with
playoffs,
I agree
they're
with
not beating us.
No.
Is what he said.
So the one.
I agree with that.
So the two things that I want to bring up is the one is that like Seattle's favored
Yeah.
still
2-point
so-
favorite.
1.5.
1.5.
Oh,
I
it
think
dropped. It started at 3.
Was it 3? I seen it at
No.
1.5.
Yes.
No, start off with the pick.
Well, when the line first
No,
came
no,
out,
no,
the
no,
Eagles
no,
were
dude.
favored.
No,
That line first came out, the Eagles were
no, they
favored.
weren't.
Yes, they were.
They
Yes, they
started.
were.
No,
yes, they were.
Yes,
It was
they
a pick 'em,
were.
And then the Eagles were favored, and then it switched the other way. Now
Really?
Seattle's favored by
Okay.
1.
Ryan, it was a matter of 20 minutes.
the
They
last
switched.
the last I heard, like that the Seattle was up 2.5.
Right. What I'm saying, Ryan, is when that line first came out,
I'll bring it
it
right.
very first came out, the Eagles were favored.
Really?
Yes.
They were favored by 1.
Yeah.
Really?
When the line came out, they were favored by 1.
No, I seen it at 1.5 the whole time that I seen it.
and then it swapped, and it was a pick 'em.
It was a
Eagles
pick
at
'em
1.
at one
It was a
point.
pick 'em when it opened, and then Eagles at 1.
Honestly, that's what it should be.
And then like 70% went the other way, so now it's 1.5 Seattle. And as of now,
That means all
Seattle's 1.5.
that means all the money's going.
Yeah,
He's going to Seattle,
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to do the other games real quick?
No,
Yeah.
but before that, I want to talk about this. So, if Seattle's favored, why is Philadelphia so confident? I don't get it.
Because of Carson Wentz.
I mean,
That's
he-
why.
But the bookies see Carson too. I mean, I know it's not the bookies that but the better see Carson too.
All right, but like they
But I
shouldn't
mean,
be-
Super Bowl year, Mike, and even in
Because
Minnesota,
we live in Philly.
the bookies
Right,
pick
we-
Minnesota.
Because
right.
we live in Philly, we watch this team play, we watch this team
Right.
fight, and the outsiders look at this team the same way they looked at this team in 2017. and
Right.
they can't do. They
And
can't beat
there's-
Atlanta,
and again, like
right? The
there
Atlanta
were
team.
there were so many conversations this year about this coach and everything.
I think he's done a pretty good job when all
But
is
they're-
said and done.
The-
And Schwartz for
He's
that
done a
matter.
great job.
right, like you cannot deny that when this team's told no, you can't do it. There's just so they have this fuck you like watch
Doug Peterson's the best coach in the
Right.
city.
hands
Yeah.
down.
Hands down. He's
Hands
just been,
down.
He's just been.
I mean, the
Well,
Flyers coach.
Vigneault is doing a very good job,
I mean-
but the like
Well,
Peterson
that's still young.
right. Peterson has a pedigree. He has a history. Like there's going to be times even next year where we're like, "What the fuck, Doug?" But Peterson's a good coach,
He
man.
gets these guys. to
Just
play.
remember that when you start ripping.
I
next
know.
year.
I
He's a good coach, though.
So the only other stat with all the positive stats we're talking about, the negative stat that I know that I seen was rookie quarterbacks lose about 2/3 of their first playoff, or not rookie. I'm sorry, first time quarterbacks in the playoffs
2/3.
lose 2/3 of their games.
Okay.
That worries me a little bit.
Okay.
All right, I got another one for you. Since we've gone to the 16 game season format,
Mhm.
right, and the 6 playoff team format,
Right.
8 times a team has won a division with a less winning record
Mhm.
than a team that comes in
Right.
to play them.
Yeah.
It's that the home team is 6-2.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
my question is, when was the last time we had a team that was 9-7, went to the playoffs, and went to the finals, into the Super Bowl?
Those
The Giants, right?
the George Steelers.
Giants.
Giants.
2009, I think it
Yeah,
was.
the year
That was the year-
Eli Manning got the MVP of the Super Bowl.
2009.
Well, he won it both times they
Yeah,
were there.
yeah.
but the-
2009.
Yeah, wasn't that the year they beat the Patriots and the Patriots were going to go undefeated?
That was the next time.
Oh,
No.
okay.
That was
All
the
right.
next time.
That was another time.
2011.
So, well, what year
Right.
was it when Pittsburgh beat Seattle in the Super Bowl? Because
That
they
was
were
2006.
all right, because they also finished 9-7,
Was
got
it?
in as a wild card play, and
You're
they
right. Yeah.
they were the first NFL team to win every
2005.
fight.
2005. Yeah.
They were the
Was
first.
it- Ryan, was that Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were the first NFL team to win every playoff game on the road
That
and
was-
win the Super Bowl.
Big Ben was his second year.
That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was Big Ben's second year.
Ooh.
All right.
All
So
right.
yeah, let's go
All
around.
right,
the rest of the
let's go around the league. We got a lot to get to tonight. So 2-2, huh? 2-2. We're split. It's gonna be a fun
As it
game.
should be. I mean, it's a
Fun.
close line.
It's gonna be a
So
fun fucking game.
When
All
have
right.
I ever agreed with this cocksucker?
it's probably true.
Bills, Texans. Bills go to Houston. Texans are favored by 2.5. It's a Saturday.
That was
this
3
the-
at least.
That's a Saturday night game.
That's a Saturday afternoon game.
That's
Yes.
the first game.
That's the first. Wait.
4:30.
Yeah, it's the first game.
Yeah, 4:35.
Yeah.
I like the Bills, man. I love that defense. And Josh Allen, he doesn't turn the ball over, and when it's money time, he's clutch.
It's a tough game.
Yeah,
dude.
I like the
this
Bills.
might be the toughest game to call.
You know what?
That's probably the.
Is that the game of the week?
No.
I think the Eagles in Seattle is a game in a week.
So
I
This is
like the
a tough one.
Bills.
I think I'm leaning with you, Ryan. And part of me is because I'm not a Bill O'Brien fan. I don't think he's a great coach. I feel like every time Houston gets in, they find a way to screw the pooch in the first round.
And
I
then
don't remember the last time
and
they made it out in the first round.
And then early in the season, like they look so good,
Yeah.
like they're gonna like be a juggernaut, and then they wind up playing on wild
I
card
just
weekend.
can't see the Bills going to the second round.
I don't.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah,
I hear
It's
you.
been a long time.
I think that Deshaun Watson wins his first playoff game. I think they win this game.
I like Tennessee. Buffalo has struggled against the run.
Yeah, this
Good.
is
I
big.
hope so.
Yeah, this is
I hope
Houston.
so.
Christ.
It's Buffalo and Houston, bro.
My fault.
Jesus fucking.
Let's move on. Let's move on to
All
the
right,
next one.
here you go. Tennessee and the Patriots.
There you go.
So you got
Tennessee goes to New
Sean. You
England.
got
I'm gonna do Houston to win their game.
right.
Barely. I think it's close. I like
You think they
Buffalo.
cover?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I said they cover. I said they win by field goal.
Okay.
Tennessee goes to the Patriots, and New England's
That's
here
a
by
good-
5. And I'm going to tell you right now,
I like Tennessee.
I'm dropping it. Tennessee's going to win this fucking game.
I'm calling both road teams to win in the
Yeah, you say
AFC.
Tennessee
I
wins?
like Tennessee in this game all day.
Yeah.
That defense is legit. Ryan Tannehill is reinvented.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's running the ball like nobody's
There it
business.
is. That's the one I was
the
talking
difference
about.
in
Yeah,
this game.
yes,
is Derrick Henry.
The Patriots offense is terrible. Their defense is good, but
Edelman's not doing he might not play.
right. And
But it is Tom Brady.
it is, that's a factor.
41-year-old Tom
But
Brady.
that's a factor. It
I think
is.
he's older than 41.
He's 42. That's a factor. It definitely is.
He's-
But
Older than Gary.
yeah, who's the
No, he's not.
what's the name of Tennessee's coach? Like he used to play for
Vrabel.
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 Yeah.
Vrabel.
I think Mike Vrabel goes in there and gives a fuck you to Bill Belichick. I like Tennessee all day, outright
All right.
in this game.
All right.
What's that growth on my balls, coach? That's a Vrabel.
That's a
No,
Vrabel.
I'm telling you, every game's tough. This is
Yeah, you agree.
Tennessee, yeah.
We all agree?
no, I don't know.
Oh, okay,
I
I'm sorry.
haven't decided yet.
5 points. New England's favorite.
I just,
It's hard. I know.
I
It
just,
is.
I don't know.
I don't think New England wins.
I don't think New England's.
New England's never won a Super Bowl when they had to play on Wild Card Weekend either.
I think New England. I think they win. I think they win by a touchdown.
Okay.
I just think that this New England team finds ways to win. They beat Buffalo last week. You know,
They do.
They just. I don't know how they do it. You know, Belichick's going to.
Like
Have
Brady
some fucking
knows the
trickery,
offense.
some
Brady
fucking
knows.
cheating.
Yeah.
Where there's going
It
to be
is
something.
home.
It's
Saturday
in
night.
It's
Brady-
in New England.
Brady knows the offense isn't good, so he gets rid of the ball when it's not. He leads the league in throwaways this year.
I just think this is the end of the era.
I kind of feel that way too. I'm finally there. For years, you've been saying the end
It's
of the era, end
about
of the era.
fucking time, man.
But
I thought when the Eagles won.
Right.
I don't. I don't.
But
Like I'm picking Tennessee, but again,
God damn,
until
man,
you
that's good.
see it happen, it's hard.
If Tennessee wins, is that it?
No.
I mean,
I
I
don't
think if Tennessee,
know. He's a free
if
agent.
Tennessee
He's a free
wins,
agent.
he's
I
gonna-
don't-
He is,
he's
but
gonna
I
decide.
think
if Tennessee wins, knocks fucking Patriots out, I think Tom Brady might.
I think he might.
I
might be done.
I don't. I think he comes back maybe on a 1-year deal.
He
I
said,
don't know if
They-
I don't know if he's a Super.
2 years ago, he said, "I'll retire when I suck."
Right, and he
Right.
doesn't suck yet.
If
He
you
doesn't
not-
suck yet.
if you don't make it past the first round of the playoffs, Ryan, he in his head he might consider he sucks.
He might, but I think he comes back.
Sucks. Joel's clip.
I mean, we're getting
Well-
right. We're getting picked way, but I
Well,
think he
okay.
comes back on a 1-year deal, and they sign a receiver.
All right.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he has to
Right,
do with it.
right. Like if they had a receiver, like if it worked out with Antonio Brown, Tom Brady wouldn't look like this year.
Yeah.
But
And then
All right.
Gronk too. But anyway, moving on.
I mean, you see a slow step or back with him.
Oh yeah,
You-
Oh, he's not the quarterback he was even 5 years ago.
Even
He's
when the
not.
Eagles played him.
Right, he's not.
the
He's
Past
not.
25
But
yards, he struggles to throw that ball.
Polsky City doesn't suck, but he swallows.
Yeah.
yeah,
So does his pink girlfriend
Vikings.
and her son. He takes him to Stinky too.
Vikings go to New Orleans to play the Saints. Now, as Eagles fans, you're hoping for a Minnesota
That's a
win.
fucking battle.
It's not good. No,
The
I
Saints are favored by 8.
That's a
I don't
battle.
think-
Oh, it's 8 now. Shit, that's going up.
like the Saints.
I think they cover.
You don't
That's
think-
so I, no,
2 touchdown win.
yes,
you don't
yes.
think that's a
Kirk-
fight at all?
No, Kirk Cousins throws 3 interceptions.
I-
No, this game, this is fucking.
Did you see what?
38 to fucking 20?
Did you see
Saints.
what Green Bay did to Minnesota?
Right.
Oh,
And New Orleans might be better than Green Bay.
Right.
Ryan said the Saints 75 to 22.
Straight up.
In-
Like-
now
like-
both of them are dome teams, but in New Orleans,
No,
this
the
is
Saints
fucking-
go up and down the
Yeah,
field on this
it's-
team. Kirk
it's-
Cousins throws 3 interceptions. That the 38-20 Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 38-20. I'm thinking you're close. I'm thinking 37-20, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saints.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What do you got, Cap?
I mean, it's so hard to go against fucking Breeze, dude. It's just so hard.
Especially in that building.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to say.
And when the lights are on, when everybody's the word on Cousins, when everybody's watching, he sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to say 43-28. Saints.
So you agree with me and Mike, like that this game's not even close.
How can you not? You know?
You know Kirk Cousins is 0-9 on Monday Night Football.
I mean, he's just not clutch.
He's not.
He's just not.
No.
Especially not.
Unless he's playing the fucking Eagles.
Oh, he's always blew up.
Yeah.
Always blew up the Eagles.
Yeah. All right, boys, moving on. Top 10 wide receivers of this decade.
Yeah, apparently, Mike, you've done some research.
Yeah, I read an article about it. I wrote down my top 10. And
I remember
and
you.
looked at
I remember you mentioning it,
Yeah.
and then I forgot about it until tonight. So
Okay.
this,
But you did it off the top of your head.
Yeah, like, I'm
how
gonna
about
go-
we each mention one, Mike, and you tell us what you think.
Well, no, I mean, I have the list.
yeah,
here,
he's
but-
got his
Oh.
list. Like I'm gonna go,
ESPN or something
just
like
go
that.
off the top of our head
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown's number 1.
over the last decade.
I had him ranked 5. What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna call Julio Jones number 1 over the past decade.
Okay. Julio is number 1. Antonio Brown is number 2. I didn't realize Antonio Brown played as long as he did.
Yeah, he was in Pittsburgh for 7 years.
Is
8
Alshon
years?
Jeffrey on that list?
Alshon is not on the list.
Nah,
He's not even like an honorable mention.
Nah. He's had like 2 real good years. His other 5 are solid.
This is one that makes me think. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah,
It's
this is
a good one.
Is Roddy White on that list?
No.
About Smith.
Steve Smith,
Yeah,
a little past.
that's cutting it close.
Yeah, that's got to be past. Like the past 10 years, he retired probably 6 years ago.
Right, yeah. Steve Smith is not on the list.
Ooh. This makes you think, man.
Yeah, this is like going off the top. I wish I would have remembered and did research. Off the top of fuck.
There's one that's like playing this weekend that should be like a no-brainer.
He's playing this weekend.
Should be a no-brainer.
Nelson Aguilar.
Nah, Michael Thomas.
Actually, that's a good one. He is ranked 16th.
That's because he's only been
Not
in the
enough
league 3 years.
Yeah. I had him as my 8th.
This
He's
is
honorable mention.
Thielen?
No.
It's one that makes you think, bro.
This is a slam dunk. You're gonna kill you. You're gonna
I'm
be
gonna
so
hate myself.
fucking pissed.
Oh, is it Edelman?
No.
Hurts.
Edelman is actually on the list. I had him as my 4th. He's actually somewhere close to like 19. This is an easy one. Come on, guy. Right.
Oh,
I mean, there's another easy one.
Oh, it's DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We're at 4, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Or, no, actually, he was ranked 5th, but I had him 3rd. Now, there's another easy one. There's another one that everybody's kind of forgotten because he's been in the league for so long, but he's productive as hell.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Correct.
Yeah.
wow.
Number 3.
Wow, that's a shame. He don't.
So the top like this is your top three or ESPN's top three?
ESPN's top three is Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, and
Is
Larry
this one,
Fitzgerald.
1, 2, 3?
Mine was that was 1, 2, 3. Mine was Julio Jones number 1, Larry Fitzgerald 2, and DeAndre Hopkins 3. Hopkins ended up being 5. Number 4 is somebody that hasn't played in a while. That should make it easy, but was crazy good and
Calvin Johnson,
correct.
Yeah.
Item 6, he's number 4.
When did he retire?
2014.
So
Wow.
in 4 years, he ended up still making the list.
Yeah.
He was fucking.
He was at the top of his game when he retired. Like,
I'm good at this game.
Yeah, not bad. A couple other guys that are on the list that I didn't think of. I didn't even have them listed, but should be like, oh, of course. That's number 6 will be, oh, of course.
over the last 10 years,
Yep.
it's not Terrell Owens.
Nope.
No, because he was out.
He's been out 5 years.
He's almost out.
Actually, there's 3 of them that
How about that other cocksucker that played for the Dallas Cowboys?
talking Des Bryant.
Yes.
Des
No
Bryant.
He's got to be on the top 10.
No way.
No?
No.
He was really
No.
fucking good.
No, he wasn't. He
Yes, he was.
Solid.
He was
I
Right.
think
He had
Des- I think
solid
Des
hands.
He
Bryant
had
might
like
have
5 really good
been.
years.
Des Bryant, I think, if I'm reading my handwriting right, is 10.
Okay, so we made the top 10, which he should. He should make the top 10. He was really good.
You know who I had as the top 10?
Deshaun is not. Is
Is
Deshaun
Deshaun Jackson
not
in the top 10?
10?
He has to be.
Deshaun Jackson is not on the top 10. No, I'm sorry. He is. He's number 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
he's not. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Here's one that I thought was going to be on there. Keenan Allen. Not
Keenan
on the
Allen.
top 10.
He's not. He should be. He
Wow.
should be.
Well, how,
You're,
about,
you're missing guys. You're not thinking of guys.
how about the guy that played for fucking Buccaneers? Keyshawn Johnson.
No,
No,
that's before
Gary, he retired 15 years
Mike
ago.
Evans.
Has it been that long?
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is 11.
Dang.
Oh, he's 11.
Well, like he's the first honorable mention.
Okay.
So I guess that makes him 11.
So we're at 6, right?
yeah.
So
Not
and of course, hold on.
Stephon Diggs?
No, hold on. You
Fucking
said
Diggs.
Julio.
What's he thinking?
Odell Beckham?
Odell Beckham's.
He's on there.
I actually had him as number 9. He actually ended up 15.
15. How about Landry?
Landry not on the list. These 3.
Oh, hold on. Oh, motherfucker.
You got to think about guys that had at least 3 years of solid.
and
receiving
there's
yards.
someone else that I'm thinking of.
More than
and
3.
I'm free.
Demarius Thomas.
I got one. I got
Demarius,
one.
that's a good one. That's number 7. There you
I
go.
got one. Reggie Wayne.
He
No.
retired too long ago.
Retired too early.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is he
How
the one that played for
about
the?
T.Y. Hilton?
But T.Y. Hilton's on there.
Wow.
Number 8.
Well, Reggie Wayne played.
That's one of the other ones that I was saying.
He
there's
retired
number
like 6 years ago, dude.
Number 6 is under the radar a little bit, but yeah.
All right, spit it out, Mike.
No,
You
hold
ready?
on. No.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who is it?
That receiver before Michael Thomas
That
in New Orleans.
Oh, you're thinking Marquise Coleman?
Yeah.
Like, no, he's not on there.
He's not.
No.
on there. No.
Ready?
Yeah.
Tell us.
AJ Green.
You forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yo, he put up like 6 really good years.
I thought Jordan Nelson was going to be on there. He was somewhere around 13.
Yo, bro, what about that one that played for the Colts?
T.Y. Hilton?
No, I just said Reggie Wayne.
What was he from? Was he the one
Oh,
from?
Marvin Harrison is before. That's
Yeah, he retired like
Yeah,
he
so
12 years ago or something.
Reggie Wayne must have retired before.
When the fuck did Reggie Wayne?
It's at least like.
No, again, this is some asshole that's like us that just came up with these.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, you know.
Like,
He's
honestly,
some asshole.
like over the last 10, over the
It's
last
not
10 years,
personal,
like
Sean.
didn't Roddy White have like 5 real good years before Julio came in and just took over?
Yeah, but not like that. No,
not
nothing even.
No?
No, not even close.
I mean, would you put him ahead of like a Des Bryant
No,
or T.Y. Hilton
no,
for
no,
like
no.
longevity?
Who was number 1, Mike?
Julio.
Dude, he didn't retire until 2015. That's bullshit.
Oh,
Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, but you know
That's
what?
5 years
Yeah,
ago,
wait,
Sean.
but wait,
Nah,
Reggie Wayne
fuck
might have
that.
retired in 2015, but how many was his last 2 years really bad? Was he injured
Right,
the last
right.
year? Like he was.
And
All right,
Sean, I love Reggie
I'll
Wayne.
look up the stats. Hold on.
I mean, I
Like I love Reggie Wayne, but that's 5 years ago, man.
oh, I'm sorry. Jarvis Landry was on the list at 17.
Really?
All right, and he's been in the league.
17.
He's only been in the league
so
like
fine.
6
So
years.
Reggie Wayne had. Okay, all right. So 2010, 1,355 yards.
Yeah, that's solid.
So,
The next year he played all 16 games, had almost 1,000 yards.
so
The next year he had 1,355 again,
Okay.
13 at 503, and then the next year he had 779.
So your friends explained it to you. You were jerk offs. Google explained it to you.
He didn't have any touchdowns though. He only had 4, 5, 2, and 2.
Yeah, I mean Reggie
That's-
Wayne was
that's
a
kinda
great
good.
receiver.
All right, hold on, I got one. Andre Johnson.
Good one. Ranked 15.
15.
Wow.
Oh,
15.
Yeah, but again, when his best years were probably in
Yeah, in the past.
but before the past 10 years. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
we live in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Jordy
That's what he's
Nelson.
trying to
I thought
say.
Jordy Nelson was
Yeah, Jordy Nelson.
13.
He had some really good
Yeah.
years early on.
What about the Devon? I mean, how long has Devontae Adams been in the league?
2 years has been his key years.
Yeah.
I mean, really, 2-3 years he's been tops.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Amari Cooper hasn't been in the league long
No,
enough.
he isn't.
Right. Right.
Welker didn't make the list.
Who?
Hill hasn't been out long enough, I guess.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's only been
Yeah,
3 years.
Yeah. Edelman's not on the list.
Emmanuel Sanders was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean
He's been productive with
yo,
Pittsburgh.
and his
Denver.
first few years in Denver,
Yeah,
like so he had like a 7-year stretch or so.
he's been really good.
Yeah.
And
So who's the last,
last
one?
one-
We're missing one. Yeah.
what's
Doug Baldwin was 18.
wow.
Yeah.
18.
No, I mean, you guys got them all. He said
So,
Demaryius
so
Thomas.
just do it in order, the top 10.
Okay,
So
their
Baldwin-
list, their
Seahawks.
ranking as the top 10 was Julio Jones 1, Antonio Brown 2, Larry Fitzgerald 3, Calvin Johnson 4,
Okay.
DeAndre Hopkins 5.
Hold on. So that's why I'm calling bullshit
This is
because
a tough list.
I said Reggie Wayne, and it was called bullshit because he retired in
Yeah,
2015,
yeah.
and he retired in 2014.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he had a 2,000 yard. He had the best season. ever
Yeah,
for
he had the
receiver.
best
Yes,
season
but I
ever.
guarantee you, add
Overall,
up those
who's-
5 years,
Overall, who's your
Reggie Wayne's yardage is probably better.
I agree.
Then Andre Johnson?
No,
then
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
no, not Reggie Wayne.
Right, you're saying Reggie
I
Wayne's
think
Reggie
overall
Wayne's
career?
numbers, no, the first 5 years of this decade were probably
I
better
think
than Calvin
I
Johnson.
think they overrated Calvin Johnson considering the fact
The
that
first 5 years of the decade. Okay, yeah,
right.
okay, right.
because he
Yeah,
retired in 2014.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right,
can't put
right.
Calvin Johnson. This
Reggie
decade
Wayne had
ahead
another
of-
1,000 yards after
yeah,
that.
Calvin Johnson in this decade, I got to put him lower.
Yeah,
2013, he had the best year.
Of a
I had him
receiver
in
ever.
I had him in fantasy.
Yeah.
I remember
Did you really?
he went 2,000 that year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so,
won-
So he put up like 40 points. Like,
I won that.
Right.
year.
oh my
Believe it.
god.
right. So that list is reputation based.
there's it's
There's it's
Semi.
ESPN.
yeah, it's.
So it's
I mean,
got
there
to be a
was-
little
Yeah,
reputation.
It's ESPN.
This same company that puts fucking LeBron ahead of everyone that ever played the game of
Oh,
basketball.
well, he's got the bigger dick than anybody else.
Not bigger than Nick Foles.
Yeah, look at that. Look how you think the Sixers are doing right now, Mike.
Well, Nick Foles,
Yeah.
Nick
Fuck this team.
Yeah, we got to that in a second.
All right, so AJ Green was 6. Demarius Thomas was 7. I thought Demarius Thomas had a couple. I didn't think he had as many good years. As
Who? Demarius Thomas?
Like he had some really good
Right
years,
here,
but
bro.
like I thought it was only like 4 or 5. Like
Yeah.
3 or
I know you're thinking it was 4 or 5 real good years.
Yeah.
Like his best two years were under Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't a stud before Manning got there.
right.
No.
But it doesn't matter. His numbers were put up. His numbers made a
That's
product.
true. That's
Made
true.
better production.
Right.
To get on the list.
And again, this is ESPN.
Not in Denver.
And it's-
Demarius Thomas still put good numbers though.
Where?
He was still putting up decent numbers before that.
To be on a top 10 list?
Demarius Thomas had
Demarius Thomas was pretty
he
good.
had a
even on
big
the
year
team.
with Tebow.
Yeah.
That one the first year.
That's right. I forgot. No, he did. Yeah, that's funny.
He did.
I forgot about
The
Tebow.
big
You're
year
right,
Tebow
that's
was
why
there.
Yes, you're right. You did. He had like fucking 14 touchdowns that year.
The reason why I remember, and another fancy reason, because this is what it comes back to.
You had him in fantasy.
Because the first year that Manning went to Denver, I took Demarius Thomas 3rd round and Peyton 5th round.
You had Peyton Manning in the 5th round.
And I
Yeah, but remember,
Lord,
Peyton
I
Manning
apologize,
was
but
coming
Tim
back from the
Tebow
injury
takes
that
it
like
as
nobody
the-
knew what he
the
was
reason
like,
was-
whether he
yeah.
was gonna play,
Yeah, that was when
that took Demarius 3rd round.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So anyway, Deshaun
Fucking
Jackson's
Tim Tebow.
number 9 because he played for
Ever.
for
Yeah.
the full tech for the full
Right.
decade.
I mean,
It should have been, yeah.
And I think Des Bryant was 10.
Okay.
Look at Mike with his little fucking
I don't
stick.
know what that. Like, I'm
Yeah, look at
off
how
the
long
top of my
Loretta is.
Fucking stick.
Hey,
I don't know who I would call.
He writes like Anne Frank.
I don't know who I would call.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, she's trying to write small, so you just want
Yeah,
to
what's that? A fucking lunch order, Mike?
All right. So, one more thing. You know what? We're gonna save the gross stuff.
House full of the wolf man.
We're
He's
gonna
gonna
save
rake Joe Breaker
We're
high.
gonna save it because the Eagles are still in the playoffs. Fair?
EAGLES Eagles.
Yeah, we'll go over all that stuff when their season's over.
Right.
What is it?
Well, the
Mike
Mike Rowe and John DiFilippo stuff.
All right.
Because
Yeah, right.
But we will talk about this real quick before we get to the next segment, which is a new segment. The NFL carousel of coaches that have gone bye-bye. So Ron Rivera gets fired by the Panthers, gets hired by the Redskins.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think on the Redskins, I think that's a good
That's
hire.
a
It is
good
a
hire.
good hire.
It doesn't matter.
He's the best coach available.
The Jaguars fired Doug Marrone, which might have impact on the Eagles.
Oh,
Not because of Doug Marrone,
we're not going to get into that tonight.
because
though.
Yeah,
John Filippo will probably get canned because he's on that
Right,
team.
right.
As the OC,
Well, we'll see.
We'll talk. We'll talk after the
We'll talk.
Eagles season's over.
I would.
We'll talk about Grow and DiFilippo when this Eagles season's over. So who else gets shook hand? Jason Garrett's contract will not be extended. So no surprise there, right?
Did they finally make
Yeah,
that
like,
official
yeah,
today?
right.
Kitchens was let go by the Browns.
Shermer.
Sherman by
Like,
the Giants.
Gettleman apparently still has a job. He said that he didn't
Dude.
expect to get a job. Like he said on the radio, he did not expect to have a job.
Right.
He expected to be fired, and he still has a job.
Did you also hear what he said? He said, "Well, look at the other teams in the NFL who are on the playoffs. They all lead the league in rushing." And he named Kansas City. Kansas City doesn't have a 500-yard rusher.
No, that's because I'm
I'm
Mahomes.
from Kansas
So
City.
someone wrote back and said,
City.
"Hey Dave, hey Dave, has your new computer guys not started their jobs yet? Because he hired like 5 new computer guys. Like, have they not started the jobs yet? Like, they don't have a 500-yard
No.
rusher.
IBM.
I'd be them.
I
I'd be them.
They do have LaShawn McCoy going into the playoffs, though.
Eh,
I mean,
whatever. Whatever. All right, so if an Eagle ain't gonna fucking win the ring, who would you rather win the ring? Is everyone
Reed.
say LaShawn McCoy?
I'm not
Yeah,
getting
no,
a
it's
player.
not because of McCoy.
I'm not
Nah,
talking about
Andy.
that tonight.
It's Andy.
No, I'm not talking about that tonight.
Easily, right?
At this point, I honestly think Kansas City comes out of the AFC.
I think Baltimore.
I disagree. I think Baltimore.
Yes.
We'll get to that.
Right.
All right, we're gonna start a new segment, boys and girls. This is called Corner Pub Jukebox.
Jukebox Hero.
So,
I don't know how this works.
in the last 50 years of rock, pop, rap, you name it, country,
Whatever the fuck.
whatever the fuck. Look, music took another step, right?
Yes.
So it's not. We're gonna go from 1970 on until now because it's been 50 years, which is fucking insane. We're now in 2020, which is nuts. Happy 2020, everybody. We're gonna go through, and each year for basically the next year.
The next 52
weeks.
52 weeks.
So, and we're gonna have prizes. So after every couple of weeks, you have to listen to pay attention because, like, if you don't listen to the show, you're not gonna win anything. So basically, what the deal is like we're gonna name something at the end of the decade or the middle of the decade or maybe the top third of the decade. Like, hey, what was such and such happen? What happened in such and such? And if you can guess it, we're going to send you a prize.
Right. So if it's something different, it could be something we talked about. It could be something in the background. It could be any number of anything.
Right.
If you can pinpoint it within that decade,
Jesus, I hate him.
that decade, you win a prize.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Corner Pub, Jukebox. Take it away, Gary.
All right. So in 1970, the top 10, we're going to start with number 10. Okay. The name of that song, number 10, Band of Gold by Frater Prayer.
I never heard of that.
Yes, you did. You heard it. If you would hear the song, you've heard of it.
All right.
Since you've been gone, nothing's been gone but a band of gold.
Oh,
Yeah, you've heard it.
all right.
All right, number 9, Let It Be by the Beatles.
Wow.
Okay.
This is not the year 1970.
1970.
Wow.
Let it be.
All right, so number 8
Number
is
8.
Get Ready,
Get ready by
Oh
who?
yeah,
Raffi Farm.
that's
Come
it.
on, get ready. Get ready.
Because here,
yeah.
All right, and number 7 was I'll Be There by what group?
That's
that's the Jackson
Yeah.
5. I'll
I'll
be
be
there.
there.
Just look over your shoulders, honey.
I'll be there. I'll fucking be there.
I'll be there. Oh, it's ignorant. Oh, you're being ignorant.
All right, so number 6 was Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Ooh.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Wait a minute.
Ain't no mountain low
Not
enough.
that version.
This one was Diana Ross. So it was a remix. Who did she remix it from?
No,
No.
Diana Ross wrote it.
No.
I don't know.
It was originally recorded by Marvin Gaye and Tiny Terrell.
Really?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
it was.
shit.
Fuck, I
In
should have known that.
In
I should have known that.
1967.
Oh,
I should have
shit.
known that. I had that. I should have known that. I should have known.
Ah, should
Wow,
have
what a great
known.
song that
What-
is.
All right, and number 5, War by Edwin Starr.
War! Huh! What is it?
Good God, yeah. Good God.
Yo, does the Jackie Chan version coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Ho, ho!
Oh.
Good God, yo! What is it good for?
Yeah, wait, number 4, Raindrops Keep
Oh,
Falling.
on my head.
Oh my God,
Keep
really?
falling.
That don't
sounds like it's
mean that I
That
should
sounds like a
soon
50 song.
be
Yeah.
dead.
BJ Thomas.
BJ.
BJ.
This is for you, son. Number 3, American Woman.
Stay away from me.
Yeah.
But guess who?
Yeah, but you
Who?
like, but yeah, honestly.
Who? Fucking tell me. Don't fucking.
All right, what's on second? So, but hold on, the fucking Lenny Kravitz version of that. Does anybody else
Mhm.
like what? Like that's a great cover.
Yeah.
American woman.
All right, number 2,
Ugh.
Close to You by what group?
Wait, what's this song?
Close to You.
Oh, no, that one.
Carpenters.
Yeah, don't find yourself.
Sound like the Carpenters here.
Number 1.
Do you paint houses? I do carpentry too.
Yeah, I do carpenters too. Come on,
Carpenter.
Gary, number one.
Sounds like the stuck carpenter. Carpet.
Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Wow, Simon and
You
Garfunkel.
got it, bro.
Good stuff. All right, that was our first segment of our first.
I like it.
That was fun.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
cool.
That was good.
It's cool.
That was Corner Pub Jukebox.
So who does 71 next week? Mike?
I don't know. What do
We
you
just
think?
look up the
Let's
top
go
10.
to
Just look up the top
71,
10.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
71 too, Mike.
All right, we got a little read.
Someone's got to remind me.
I'm playing music in the background. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going.
So yeah, we've gone through this. As we're starting to get into the colder months, we're going to get some snow here. Don't think that your house is going to be pest free just because everything's going to start to get frozen. You could have mice, you could have rats, you could even have possums or anything like that inside your walls. So unwanted guests may decide to join you in your warm home. Rodents like mice, rats, and insects may cozy up in your attic walls and other places in your home, causing you to have potentially major problems. Rodents cause the 25% leading cause of house fires because they chew on wires. That's why you need to give BHP Pest Elimination a call. They've been in business since 1969, providing their customers with the highest level of pest removal services possible. Fully licensed and insured in PA, New Jersey, New York. BHP will customize a program around your specific needs to keep your home and business pest free. Gary will come out and give you a specific service for what you got going on. Any problems, anything. Bed bugs, mice, rats, roaches,
on the table, restaurants.
anything. Just give BHB a call and Gary will come out and hook you up. BHB will go above and beyond your expectations, and we will also guarantee all of our work. That means that if we come out and give you a service and you're not satisfied or something's going on, we will come back and there will be no charge to you. Free returns. They will work hard to solve your pest elimination needs in hopes to leave their customers completely satisfied. So visit the website at bhbpest.com or give BHB a call at 215-644-3383. Also, just for our listeners, with the mention of this ad, your initial fee will be waived. You're going to save $150 to $200 on your initial charge by just mentioning cornerpubsports.com.
Is this 70?
BHP will waive the initial setup fee. So again, visit them at bhppest.com and mention Corner Pub Sports and schedule your appointment today. That's 215-644-3383 or bhppest.com and mention Corner Pub Sports to save you some money and get rid of your pests.
One more time for the ham and eggers.
That's bhbpest.com or 215-644-3383 and mention Corner Pub Sports to save yourself some money.
Thank you, bro. Well done.
We got some Stooges. I want to be your dog.
This was in 70? Holy shit.
70s. The 70s. All right. Go for it.
Wow.
Championship game, national championship game is kicking off this week. We got to do it before the game comes.
It's still 2 weeks
I'm
away.
sorry. Who did I say was going to beat Ohio State? Who?
You did say
Clemson.
it.
You did.
Clemson.
I called it
And
too.
who was my pick to win it all? Because they're going to
LSU?
fucking win it all. No, I said Clemson.
Yeah, you think?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if they will.
So
but
hit that. Oh, good for you. bro.
LSU. I
I'll
can't.
tell you what.
LSU looks fucking.
Joe
good.
Burrow threw 7 touchdowns in the first half.
The
That's
LSU looks
crazy.
locked in.
So Ohio State kind of got screwed in that game.
They kinda-
Yeah, there was a bad. You want to talk about bad call? There was a really bad call.
Really
in that
bad.
game.
I don't
They called it. So they reviewed it. They called it incomplete pass.
know. That was a
I
catch.
actually,
That was a catch,
It was
fumble,
catch.
and Ohio State ran it back for a
Right.
touchdown, and they reversed
I
it.
looked at that particular one. I actually wasn't sure of. I thought that might have
There was another one. There was 2 or 3
He
calls.
took 4 steps.
Yeah, there was
I
2
mean,
or
he caught it, tucked it, fumbled. That's a fumble.
There was 2 or 3 calls where you were like, really? Like, I just. Dude, Sean, I'm about to ask you to turn this fucking TV off. Like, I'm ready to fucking snap. But,
Yeah, like it's
like, getting back to what we're talking about, though, the national title game. It's Sean, I hear you. Clemson hasn't lost a game in, what, 2 years?
3 games straight.
Yeah,
Something like that.
they're going to lose on
they're
Monday.
gonna-
LSU
looks
is
really
a fucking.
Yeah,
good.
LSU's
look,
a
I
fucking
hear you.
juggernaut, dude.
LSU looks
They've
fucking
beaten
so
everybody.
good.
Yes, and they've beaten everybody handily. The only team I don't even want to say struggled, but it was a game, was Alabama, and that's because
And
it's
even that-
Alabama.
Even that was a 10-point win or something.
Right.
No, I agree,
Right,
man.
like
they look real. They do
Joe
look real
Burrow
good.
threw 7. He was responsible for 8 touchdowns. He
Yeah.
threw 7 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah. He 6, but still,
All right, but he threw a total of 7. And
Yeah.
he was responsible for 8.
He ran in the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Like that.
Jesus.
Like
Yeah,
that
he was really
offense,
good.
and that was without their. I mean, Burrow won the Heisman.
How about that
but-
meme? Baby Yoda wearing the Bengals uniform.
Yeah.
we're waiting for Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Joe Burrow's probably like, what the fuck? They need a quarterback.
But did you hear the statement that he made?
No, what after the game? Or?
No. This was before going, like leading up that after he won the Heisman.
No.
He said, I never dreamed of being in the NFL. That wasn't my dream. My dream was leading a college team to the national title and winning the title.
Who the
And
fuck says that?
I'm about
That's
to be
weird.
there now, so I don't want to talk about the NFL.
Well, I can understand him saying like, "Hey, I got another game before we talk about the
Dude,
NFL." but
He's going to the NFL,
Dude.
and he's being drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, but
He's going number one.
Hold on,
Yeah.
though. Like that mindset, though.
Like, doesn't that make you want to draft him more? Maybe a little. Actually, as I say that,
I
maybe
do.
a little less.
No. To me, that's more admirable. Who the fuck says that? Who worries about college as a kid? You're thinking pros. You're
No.
thinking.
right?
Now, where did he grow up, though?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Where would he was a transfer.
That's right. He did transfer.
Yeah, he transferred from
Like an Auburn or something.
Auburn. Is it Auburn?
Well, again, Auburn's same thing.
Yeah.
LSU, Bama, like they're
According to Wikipedia,
He's actually younger. He's actually older than Lamar Jackson.
He grew up
No
in
shit.
Ames, Iowa.
2019
Oh.
It's-
So they
I
don't.
think he's 23 years old.
no shit.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's 21.
Okay.
In the 1940s, one of his grandmothers set a Mississippi State high school record with an 82-point game of basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
How about
that's
that?
interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, anybody check what's the line on that thing?
I'll check it out. I got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll bet you it's
Yeah, what do you want to say?
about. I would say it's 8.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't want to go double. Just for argument's sake, I'm gonna say 9.
Clemson, man.
I'm gonna say 9. LSU
Okay.
-9.
All right. Well, apparently I can get it.
What's your projection, Sean? While you're pulling it up.